Touhou 15 is coming out very soon, and people are predicting that this is going to be the hardest Touhou game ever. But will the game actually be that hard to 1cc on normal? My name is Eredom, today presenting you this video. Please keep in mind I'm not a native English speaker and I'm recording this on one single piece. So if I do any mistakes, please don't be too hard with me, okay? I try to give my best to speak a good and fluent English, but if I have some problems with the language, please don't hate me for that. Basically what I'm trying to explain is the game isn't actually that hard. Okay, it is hard, but the difficulty is not defined by how hard the attacks are. It's by the resource system. And whoa, Touhou 15 has a very nice resource system. You get a lot of resources for not that much work. You can see in the chart I created for you, this is, like I said, based on normal and Sanae as a shot type, that you can get up to 31 bonuses if you count all the chapters. If you get all the chapters in the green and the yellow sections. Green means it's nearly safe, it's nearly sure that you get a bonus there. Yellow is you have to work a bit, you have to try to get more grace out of attacks or out of stages to get the resource. And red means it's basically not possible to get the resource there unless during boss attacks, if you really like milk them and time the attack out, and that's basically not what you want to do. This chart does not count for any other difficulty or any other shot type, it only counts for normal and Sanae, because Sanae in my opinion is the easiest shot type, and the whole video is about how hard will the final game be to 1cc on normal. So if you look at this, a beautiful window, a beautiful chart. I have to turn on something for me. You can see that you can, if you get every life piece, you can max out your lives on the third spell card of the final stage 3 boss. I was kind of disturbed, that's why I was a little bit slower at the moment. I'm sorry. Even if you're not that good and if you miss every of the yellow resources, you still can get 5 lives during the first 3 stages. And that's a lot, nearly 6, because you will have 4 out of 5 life pieces, and that's basically a lot. So let's think about it. You die, like, you get nearly every yellow piece. Not all of them, but nearly every yellow. So that you have, like, you have missed 2. So you have basically 7 lives and 4/5 of the 8 life. But you died twice. So you have 5 lives, nearly 6. And that's, if you think about it, more than enough for your usual Touhou game. But this isn't your usual Touhou game, because this is Touhou 15, and Touhou 15 was announced to be very hard. Here's the next thing that comes kind of in play. It doesn't count how hard it is, as long as you're not too bad at bombing. You have to think about the game like stage 4 and stage 5 are usually the longest stages. Longest stage means you have a lot of chapters, you get a lot of resources if you play good. I think especially in stage 5 you will get enough grace to get nearly every bonus. Stage 4 maybe not that much, it depends on how Zun balances the game. But basically you should be able to get a lot of lives in this game. And here's the next thing, you get per life 3 bombs. So basically you have 4 screen clears per life, and if you're playing with Sanae, your bomb is pretty powerful to graze. So if you're bombing and you use the time before the bomb explodes to graze bullets, you should be able to get the bonus in this particular chapter or attack. Keep that in mind. You have per life you get 3 life pieces because of grazing during the bomb. If you don't have to bomb and you get a life piece, that's a free life piece, a bonus life piece. And when you die, you basically have a screen clear and you pretty much survive that attack and maybe even get the bonus there because you grazed a lot. I don't know, we don't know how the later stages will look like. But let's just think it like that. You will still get a lot of lives. Okay, let's look at the Touhou end boss overview for stage 4, stage 5 and stage 6 of all the previous games. My predictions on how many spell cards a boss will have, I'm not counting in mid bosses in this chart because they're always different and I didn't want to count them in. Based on the previous games, I think our stage 4 and our stage 5 boss will have 3 non-spells and 4 spell cards. Maybe the stage 4 boss will only have 3 spell cards. I'm not completely sure about that. And the stage 6 boss will have 4 non-spells because every stage 6 boss before had 4 non-spells, so that's kind of obvious that the stage 6 boss will have 4 non-spells too. And 6 spell cards because Zun keeps making the final boss fight a bit longer since Byakuren. Byakuren had 6, Toyo Satomimi basically had 7, but Toyo Satomimi didn't have a mid-boss. So the one mid-boss attack is basically that additional spell card. It's not that hard to combine that. Byakuren 2, you have... Byakuren you had Inoue. I think that counts. And on Shimyomaru you had 2 non-spells as the mid-boss. I think that counts as a spell card. So basically you can count with 7 spell cards. Subtracting 1 for the mid-boss of the stage means you have 6 spell cards for the boss. So if you think about it like you bomb every time when you have to. Let's just assume you get a life piece from every time you bomb and from the spell card or from the attack you die on. It means you die on every attack, but you always get a resource. Means per 5 spell cards you will get 4 resources and you will die. Yeah, every 4 spell cards you will die once. Means you have a 4 to 5 ratio. We now count them together. We have 10 spell cards or non-spells for the stage 6 boss. So we would have an 8-10 ratio. Means we would get, oh god, do the math. I haven't pre-counted this, but basically you would come out of it with 2 attacks that you have to capture to keep your life rate. So if you don't die and don't bomb, if you capture 2 attacks and bomb every attack, assuming you get every resource, you stay on the same life level. Do you know what I mean? If you think about it like that, to bomb, to get resources by bombing or by dying, and to capture particular easier attacks, of course you will die a lot. In the scenario you died or you had to bomb every attack and you still only lost 2 life pieces in terms of resources if you get every spell card or non-spell bonus. If you think about it like that, the game is hard. Definitely, the game is hard, but that's not important. You get so many lives, you get so many resources that you can pretty much bomb your way through the game. I think this game is the first game that really allows to force yourself through the game by bombing. And final conclusion, do I think that this game is hard to 1cc? No, definitely not. It may be not as easy as some other games, but if you're kinda good with your resources, if you can bomb in time, you should be able to 1cc that game pretty quick and pretty easily. I mean, you can get out of stage 3 with full lives maxed out. You can, even if you only have 7 lives, if you die twice, you still have 6 lives if you get every bonus. So if you keep counting like that, especially with the later longer stages, and stages you can usually work a path through it. Most of the time it's the boss fights that will kill you. The stages are more like you learn a path and then you play it the same every time. I just think the game isn't as hard as most of the people think it will be. Okay, that was the video for now. Thank you very much for watching this theory. It's only a theory. It's like 1 week before the release of Touhou 15, and I will now render, cut, upload the video, and I hope that I'm getting it out quickly enough so that you can make your own thoughts about this topic. You can like write your own opinions down into the comments. I would be very interested to read them. Thank you very much for watching this video, and see you next time. I have a streaming channel, but because I'm going to Japan, I'm not able to upload that much on it. So, to upload, yeah, exactly, to upload on a streaming channel, to stream that much on it in the next few months. But I will come back. So check out the link down in the description. And again, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully see you next time in the next video or in one of the streams. Bye!